Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So today's video is an interesting one. I've already done one video on Dr. Seth's before, and I was very surprised with my investigation this time round, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised too. I'm going to do the bestsellers. I went onto the website. There are many products and I can't investigate everything. So I thought if I do the bestsellers, these are the ones that majority of you like and are purchasing. And so I can tell you whether or not it's worth your money. So this is an evidence-based channel. We don't accept any sponsorship from any brand. So everything we tell you is based on science and the ingredients list. Don't forget, I am in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single YouTube video. So when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know to come here and ask me your questions. It doesn't have to be on this particular topic video, but whatever is bothering you at the time. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I do ask a lot of skincare questions and teach a lot on there. So I've got 2 accounts and also on TikTok as well. Also, if you haven't got your hands on a copy of Skin Revolution, it's available on Amazon. So if you are a skincare enthusiast, please do get your hands on a copy of this. It's a book that I've written, published by HarperCollins. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, for the percentage actives, is it in the therapeutic index, the cost benefit analysis, if it's worth your money, and the formula. Are there any ingredients in the formula that's going to potentially irritate the skin? So as you all know, I like NAF-safe products. That means no denatured alcohol, which can dry the skin, no fragrance that can lead to contact dermatitis in 3 to 4% of the population, and no essential oils. Essential oils is also quite sensitizing to the skin. Now, in a lot of cosmetics made in India, whether it's based on Ayurvedic formulas, it does contain a lot of essential oils. And data has moved on since then, and so I like some ingredients from Ayurveda, but I would avoid anything that's fragrance, because fragrance means it's volatile. In order to have a smell, it has to be volatile, which means there's evaporation happening on the skin, which can lead to sensitivity of the skin, it can lead to dehydration of the skin, and can lead to premature aging because of generation of free radicals. This is why I am not a fan of essential oils, but I know it's in the vast majority of skincare in India. But there are new emerging brands that don't use essential oils and that use clinical evidence for their formulas, and those are the brands that I will be putting onto my page, because there's no point me talking about brands that are full of essential oils and me basically telling you not to buy anything from a brand. It's not very helpful to you. And you know, I don't really want to put any negative energy out there. I just want to tell you products that are worth your money. Okay, starting off with the Ceramide and Vitamin C sunscreen. So this is a very interesting formula. It's a combined mineral and chemical SPF 50. It is fragrance free, which I love. I do prefer zinc oxide as the mineral rather than titanium dioxide, which was what they used. Zinc oxide is anti-inflammatory, which is one of the main reasons I prefer mineral sunscreen. In addition, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide don't enter the bloodstream, so this is why we tell pregnant women to use mineral sunscreen rather than chemical sunscreen, but I would actually extend that really to our children as well and to yourselves. We haven't had long enough data on chemical sunscreens to see if there's any long-term effects on it. That may be absolutely fine. But until then, I would probably err on the side of caution and would prefer a mineral sunscreen. Having said that, mineral sunscreens don't suit everybody, and some people prefer the cosmetic elegance of chemical sunscreens. So I do like the formula, I do like the ingredient list of this product, and if you do prefer chemical over mineral, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you're wearing an SPF 50, and I like this one. So this one for me is Dr. B approved. Moving on to the next product is Healthy and HA Sleep Mask, and I really love the combination that Dr. Seth does actually with using typical Indian herbs and ingredients and then combining it with Western chemicals and ingredients that are clinically proven to work. And when you make this combination without essential oils or denatured alcohol or fragrance, it can work very, very well. And I think they've done a great job with this particular product. It's fragrance free, and I think it's great for your pre-wedding hydration boost. So later on today, I'm actually filming a video on bridal skincare masterclass, and I talk about hydration really in a run up to your wedding day, especially if you've got lots of events, you're tired, you're not sleeping much, and if you drink alcohol, for example, it does dehydrate the skin. So a sleep mask like this is excellent, and I highly recommend it. The next one is neem and salicylic acid face wash. This is great for oily skin. There's no irritants in it. It is fragrance free, and the third ingredient here is glycerin, so it's hydrating, and that's the #1 problem when it comes to salicylic acid. It can overly dry the skin if you don't have enough of a humectant in the formula. So your humectant is the water magnet, and here they've used glycerin, so I like it. The next product here is Centella plus niacinamide. Now they've gone for 10% niacinamide. Ideally, clinical studies have shown the therapeutic index is between 2 to 5% for no reactions. And as you know, for skin of color, I always aim for 0% reactions, because if we burn, we get hyperpigmentation. Our melanocytes are larger, they are easier to trigger, and so we hyperpigment much faster. As I always say, one scratch, one bite, or one burn, and we hyperpigment, so we have to be a bit more careful. I do like the formula. However, if you find that you're breaking out or that you're reacting with this product, it's because the niacinamide is at 10%. And so I'd rather you used a formula that was 2 to 5%. The next product here are the Brightemins. So I'm not a fan of this product, and it is quite expensive. They're missing the whole vitamin B complex, so vitamin B3 and B5 in particular is what I would want to see in vitamins meant for brightening the skin. So the key vitamins I would want to see would be vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K. And also because of the price point, I just don't think it's worth it. Moving on to the next product is the Extra Gentle Peel. So this is 5% glycolic and plus 5% lactic acid. So generally, I wouldn't want you to use another acid on top of glycolic acid, because it's the smallest molecule, it's the smallest molecular weight, AHA, alpha hydroxy acid. And this is why I tend to recommend lactic and mandelic for skin of color. Glycolic it can lead to burns if you use high percentage, or if you don't neutralize it, so if you don't wash it off. And so I always take a lot more care when it comes to glycolic acid, and I also wouldn't recommend it in heat, and India is hot a lot of the year. So any acid that's used in heat, for example, hot weather or in a hot bathroom, it disassociates more, and so you have more H+ ions, and so it becomes more acidic. So even though it says Extra Gentle Peel, and I do like that they stayed at the 5% mark, I would probably really take care with this particular product. I do think there are more gentle exfoliators that give you maximum benefit with minimum chance of irritation, which is what I would probably recommend. However, if you do want to use this and you do love it, I do actually really like the rest of the formula. I would say, use this once a week or once every other week, and really listen to your skin. If you're feeling any sensitivity of the skin, if you're breaking out, if there's any redness, then it's too strong for your skin. So with this one, I wouldn't say no, but I'd just say use with caution. The next product here is the Medifacial Home High Strength Peel. So this is the high strength version, and this is 10% glycolic, 10% lactic, 5% mandelic, 5% PHA, 2% BHA. So the only ingredients that I am happy with in this would probably be the mandelic, PHA, BHA. I'd want the lactic acid at a lower percentage, and I wouldn't want glycolic in this at all. They really have gone all out with this peel, but I think I would be nervous if I was them, because if you're selling thousands of this, you're going to have a certain percentage of people reacting to this, because it is actually very strong. So I personally would not recommend doing this one at home. This is one that I would recommend to do with a professional. But I do commend them on trying and actually, pushing the barriers when it comes to ingredients, because no one is using these percentages. I just think this could potentially lead to burns if you are selling thousands of of this particular product. So for me, this one is one to avoid. The next product I really like is Ceramide and Vitamin C Oil-Free Moisturiser. So this has 1% vitamin C complex. So I think it's going to have a tiny percentage of actual vitamin C because it's in this complex. I think it's more for marketing than it being in the therapeutic index. But I do like the fact they've used ceramide complex, plus it's fragrance free. I think it's a great moisturizer actually for oily, acne prone skin. And one of the most interesting formulas I've seen in India. So this one for me is definitely Dr. V approved. I know a lot of you have asked for a deconstruct video. So that video is the next one I'm filming today actually. And you have asked me for Dermco and Be Minimalist update, so I will be filming those videos too. Don't forget, I am in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video, and I can't wait to see you. Take care, bye.